Hi y'all, welcome to Hazen Barrel Craftworks here in the Hazen Barrel Homestead and our humble whiskey room. I'm the Alchemist. Are any of y'all out there on a budget? I reckon these days most folks are on some sort of a budget. And if you're on a budget and you're a whiskey drinker, have you ever wondered what happened to those budget bourbons? You know, like Old Number 7, Wild Turkey, Jim Beam, the ones that used to be under 20 bucks. Now they're pushing 25, even 30 bucks in some places. I know here in my small town, most of them are pushing 30 bucks except for maybe Jim Beam. Well, this week we're going to explore today's new budget bourbons. And we're going to see, well, how are they? Are they as good as Jim Beam? Are they as good as Old Number 7? Are they as good as Wild Turkey? Let's find out. The first one we're going to take a look at this week is Very Old Barton. Very Old Barton is distilled and bottled by Barton 1792. And Barton 1792 distills and bottles 1792, which in my opinion is a very good bourbon. Always keep that one on my shelf, and if I can, I like to go too deep. If I take a look at the bottle here of Very Old Barton, it says it's aged at least 36 months. 2 years makes a bourbon, so they're coming in just a little over that to meet the rules for a bourbon. It also says in this bottle that it's 80 proof. Now, when I was looking things up for Very Old Barton to kind of understand what I was drinking here, they've got an 80, 90, and 100 proof. So I got the cheapest bottle to come in under 20 bucks. So let's check this one out, give it a taste, and see what we got. Looks like we got a plastic top. In my opinion, plastic top's the way to go instead of a metal top, and you got these screw tops instead of a cork. A real cork, in my opinion, is always best. But the plastic top, I think, seals a little bit better than metal on these glass bottles. Give it a little bit of a swirl. First time opening the bottle. All right, I gotta be honest. On the nose, not a lot. I believe the mash bill was 75% corn. I believe it was like 15% rye, and then that would leave the balance to be a malted barley. So about 10% there. All I'm really getting here is just a little bit of ethanol at 80 proof, and then a little bit of spice. Not much sweet. And usually on a 75% corn, I get sweet, and I love that high corn mash bill because it gives me that nice corn sweetness. But let's go in for a taste. Let's see what we get. At 80 proof, easy on the palate. There is a hint of sweetness in here when you take it in. Not a lot of those spices I was getting on the nose. Not very complex at all. Mildly sweet. You know, it really I'd say more grain forward. Mildly sweet. So our first budget bourbon for this week, not too complex. No burn whatsoever. Pretty easy to on the palate. It's under $20, of course, because that's the budget bourbon for this week. But you're not getting a whole lot here, guys. No complexity. It's a cocktail bourbon if you're going to have it on your shelf. So that's about all we got, folks. But as you know, I love to have you all coming back around. So please take it easy. Don't drink and drive. Cheers.